Hey guys, so today I have here my collection. I want to go through each of them individually, name them, and kind of get your opinion about which ones you guys like and which one you guys don't like, and yeah. So first of all, it's not particularly a Swiss Army knife, but actually it's a card. So I have these two models. They are the same. I believe they call the SwissCard, something like that. And they are pretty much the same tool of set in here. The thing is that I lost this one, and I ended up buying this one. And after I bought this one, I found this one. So that's the reason why I have two. So they're always this guy right here is my EDC carry. So this I use it a lot. When I travel, I just remove the scissors and the knife, but it's always with me for the toothpick, pen, tweezers, and nail file. So yeah, I love these, and they're always in my wallet. Next, I have here a Jetsetter. So this is pretty much like the Phillips with a bottle opener, and here we have the scissors, and then of course you can have your scale tools and your tweezers and toothpick. But yeah, I haven't really used it to travel, so I can't say if people are gonna give you a hard time traveling with it. But the idea from this Swiss Army knife is so you can carry with you when you're traveling on a plane or something. So yeah, Jetsetter. Next, we have here, I believe this is a Classic SD. Yes, Classic SD. You have here the blade, the nail file with a screwdriver on top. That's where the SD comes from, screwdriver. And then on the other side, we're gonna have our scissors. Yeah, small scissors, and of course you're gonna have the scale tools in here, and another which are toothpick and tweezers. Around the house, I have a few. So this one is the one that I have in my collection, and I have a yellow one that stays in my bathroom. So I can use it. I just don't have it here because it didn't make any sense to bring two of them. So next in line here, we have a Rambler, which I customized here to have a flashlight and a pen, but it's basically a Rambler. I believe they call it also a Midnight Manager or something like that, but it will have the screwdriver, the blade, the nail file with the screwdriver, and also scissors. Out of the 58 millimeter range or realm, let's put it this way, I believe I like this one the most. This is my mini champ, I believe it is. So it's gonna have all the mini champ scissors. Mini champs have so many things. Phillips. Let me see here. Blade. We're gonna have your pen over here. Let me see. Yeah, probably put it on the wrong side, but yeah, pen in here. So the idea is that the pen will pop out this way, so you can use it like so when you're even try to write something. So it's something, I'm not sure if it comes this way or something I did to customize it. And on the other side, we're gonna have here the cuticle remover. We're gonna have, this is a measuring, some sort of measuring tape or something. Yeah, some measuring device with a flat head on top. Screwdriver. We're gonna have here the orange peeler right over here. We're gonna have the small blade. I don't know how to call this blade, but it's another blade, a very interesting use for opening packages and things like that. And also the file with the Phillips or whatever that is to remove under the nail, so remove the dirt out on the nail. So yeah, mini champ. This stays in my EDC container, which I can show you later if you guys would like to. Here we have, I believe this is called the nail clipper. This is one of my oldest for sure, probably the fourth or the third one that I bought. Has been with me for quite some time now, and I love this tool. And it's the one that sits also in my bathroom. It's whenever I need to do some grooming, this is the go-to one. So cut nails and things like that. So we have here the tweezers, toothpick, and we have the blade on this side. We're gonna have the file on this side with a small flathead, so you have Phillips, and a nail file over here. And also we have, because it's a nail clipper, we're gonna have the nail clipper over here. And I added a magnet to it. It's very useful. And on the other side, we're gonna have the scissors, which, as you can see, are different from the traditional Victorinox scissors, because these were actually made by Wenger, or Wenger, as you want in German. So yeah, so these ones come with the spring, and this one, the spring is in line with the scissors itself. So quite interesting tool. And this is, I believe, 65 millimeters size already. We're moving to. Then next in line, we're gonna have here the Victorinox Ambassador. So this is a 74 millimeter Swiss Army knife. This is a recent addition to my collection. Here we have the scissors, a little bit bigger than the traditional or the 58 millimeters one. Sorry. And here we're gonna have tweezers, we're gonna have toothpick. On the other side, we're gonna have a blade, somewhat substantially bigger than the other ones, and also thicker, I believe. And this, finally, we're gonna have here on the other opposite end, we're gonna have here the nail file with a Phillips on the other side, or nail cleaner. So yeah, very interesting tool. I like it, and it's always in my backpack. Always handy whenever I do need to cut something out of my backpack. This is the one that I have in my backpack. Next, we're gonna have here the waiter. So the waiter is also a recent addition, and is the one that I've been using every single day after I bought it, because the reason I bought it was to use it with my coffee machine. I just made a short about it. And so the idea here is that you're gonna have a blade. This is already on the 84 millimeter range. So we're gonna have here a blade. We're gonna have the combo tool in here. Quite interesting, because this combines a lot of things together. I believe this has to be one of the best designs Victorinox ever came up with, because this will act as a cap lifter, or a bottle opener, or a can opener, and a wire stripper. And also, if you look at this tip over here, depending on the angle, you can also use it as a Phillips. So somewhat interesting tool, this one. And also, flathead screwdriver over here, and also can use it to as a pry tool, right? It's a little bit on the thin side, because this goes in the same layer as the blade, so it's not so thick as the traditional versions on the 91 millimeters or the 111 millimeters. But yeah, it's a quite interesting tool. I like it, and again, I use it every day. And here we're gonna have the corkscrew, toothpick, and tweezers again. Well, next we're gonna have here, I believe this is the small Spartan, or as they say, the tourist. This is gonna have toothpick. This is gonna have the tweezers, and on the opening layer on the back here, we're also gonna have. I added this one. It won't come with the tool, but I added it. We're gonna have here the corkscrew on this side. Has a slot for a pin, which I added. It will come with the awl, as you can see, or a reamer. And on the opening layer, we're gonna have the can opener, and with a flathead. And here we're gonna have the bottle opener with a flathead, a bigger flathead, and also wire stripper. So this is also becoming with a big blade and small blade. And this is called the tourist because this is a 84 millimeter of the Spartan, basically, which we're gonna be talking about here. So yeah, so this is a tourist. Quite interesting. I like it. 84 millimeter is a very small compact size, and I think this is very useful when you're trying to be more discreet with the use of Victorinoxes. Very small, and still want to have something that if you want to crack a you know, a bottle of wine open or something like that, or you have something at least in your side. It's very, you know, in your hand. Comparing to a Spartan, it's almost unnoticeable, the difference, but this one is somewhat easier to handle than this one. Like the grip is just smaller. It's better to grip. Here we have the small Tinker, and it's pretty much the same implements as this guy. On the opening layer over here, we're gonna have the same implements here on these two layers. And the only difference, we're gonna have here the awl, right? And the only difference is that it's gonna come with the Phillips head over here, still on the 84 millimeter, but yeah, it's come with the Phillips. Next, we're gonna have the Alox version. The reason why I put it in here in this sequence is because this is also 84 millimeter. It's gonna come, the Alox gonna come with a, you know, can opener, bottle opener, the big blade, and also, which is quite interesting, it's gonna come with a file, right? So I believe the file is quite useful. It's very slim, so if you want to carry it in a, you know, like in your pocket, and you want something, you know, to stand out, or, you know, or any other garment or whatever, this is going to be very concealed and very handy to have it with you. So this Alox version is quite thin if you look at it, comparing to, for example, a Tinker, the small Tinker over here, or even if you go comparing it to an Ambassador, it's almost as thick as the Ambassador, but it will come with the 2 layers, so it's quite interesting. Because of that, because it's so thin, it won't have on the scales the scale tools as the other traditional Victorinoxes are gonna have. So I like this one. I like this one a lot, and this Cadet version, it's quite an interesting tool. Next, we're ending here the 84 millimeter. We're gonna move to the 85 millimeter. So this is a Wenger version. I swapped the scales from this one to this one. So yeah, so just because this one was so beat up, these scales, and I like this one better, which I'm gonna talk about later. But basically, this is the Wenger version of Swiss Army, of the Spartan. Let's put it this way. It will have a bigger belly on the blade. It's a 85 millimeter Swiss Army knife, comparing to a traditional Victorinox blade. You see there's a substantial amount of blade, bigger blade over here, like a more belly to it. I like this blade a lot. It's one of my favorite blades for Swiss Army knife. And it will come also here on the other side with a file, with a flathead, with a Phillips somewhat, or, you know, nail cleaner. File over here, and it's gonna come with a bottle opener, as you can see. And the idea behind this one is that the Wenger had a patent where when you're pressing this down against a flathead screwdriver, this mechanism will lock in place. As you can see here, perhaps if I come a little bit closer like this, you're gonna see that it moves, and this way it won't moves down, so it won't move to this direction. So when you're trying to tighten something down, it won't give. And I had this happening so many times with other Victorinoxes that I bought this one. Whenever I need to do something that I know I'm gonna need a lot of a flathead, you know, screwing, so I don't mess around. I use this one. I love it. And in the back, we're gonna have the corkscrew and also the awl. And as you can see, the awl over here is a little bit different. It's more like a punch tool than anything else. somewhat big. And yeah, just out of curiosity, Wenger used to manufacture Swiss Army knives to the Swiss Army alongside Victorinox. What happened was that back in 2005, because of the 9/11 incidents, Wenger didn't really recoup from the bans on the airports and things like that. So Victorinox ended up buying Wenger back in 2005 and incorporated it into their line. So I believe this is the S101, or maybe the, I don't know how to call it. If you guys are experts in Wenger, I would appreciate your input on this. I don't really know the name of this one. Neither I know the name of this guy, but I know it's a kind of a grip version of this one. And it will have, I forgot to mention on this one, because also it comes with this tool. I'm sorry about that, guys. So it is also going to come with this can opener, different can opener design, which actually is one terrific package opener. I love it. I usually have this around the house, so I open packages close to the entrance of the house. So whenever I arrive with a package, this is the tool that I'm probably going to be using to opening them. So yeah, so can opener. It's going to come with all the other implements over there. You know, your blade, your file, your bottle opener, your can opener, and also here we're gonna have the scissors. As you can see, different comparing to the Victorinox version of the scissors, which let me see here. Let me pull this one up here. This is a climber. If you look, you can see the difference over here. It's substantially different, the version. So this is an 85 millimeters design. This is a 91 millimeters design. But this one will come with serrations over here, which are actually self-sharpening. Somewhat interesting. I believe this design of this scissor is unique. It's good. I love the design of it. The reliability is there for it. This is gonna last a long time, but they are not as good as the Victorinoxes blades or you know, scissors. Victorinoxes are just the best in class. This will cut through many things, but actually the blades on the Victorinox scissors are actually sharper and more precise. So just keep that in mind. In the back, we're gonna have the corkscrew as well, and the yaw, the same punch tool we had. So yeah, I love this one. I love this Swiss Army knife. It's usually on the list for my EDC rotation because it's so compact and it's a small form factor, and I love this blade, man. I can't emphasize enough. I love this blade, big belly. I just love it. I like this a lot. Alongside this one, I also got the evolution versions. This is the S557. And this has to be one of my favorite Victorinoxes. I want to say this is certainly in the top 5 category. So these models have been discontinued. So have this one. So have the 84 millimeters. They are always being all of them are being discontinued. Recently, they are all preferring the 91 millimeters. Victorinox is continuing to manufacturing those, but this version right here is the S557, and I believe it has the best tool set in any Victorinox. At least it's that has most amount of tools in a small factor, like essential tools, you know. So getting started from the back, we're gonna have our corkscrew over here. I added this the small flathead over here with also like to mod it with the small clip in the back, paper clip. As you can see here, because this one is made by Victorinox, and Victorinox at this time has already implemented their tool set into the Wenger category. So here, as you can see, they already can have the traditional Victorinox punch tool, reamer, awl, however you call it. And yeah, so this in the back is gonna be like this. And the opening layer here, we're gonna have the can opener. As you can see, traditional Victorinox can opener over here with a flat head on top. We're gonna have here the flat head as well, or bottle opener. It's gonna come with also the same design for locking, which is quite interesting. Again, I love this design. It's very clever, and I love the fact that they did it and they kept it. Next in line, we're gonna have the scissors. Let me put this way. Scissors, really good scissors. Again, self-sharpening, serrated. Here we're gonna have the Phillips version, as you can see. This is actually a Victorinox Phillips, somewhat interesting. And we're gonna have here this is a very, very weird tool. I believe this is a kind of a wrench in a sense, but it has some sort of serrations over here, as you can see, so it will fit different size of nuts. But the fact that it's in the middle of the tool, as you can see, it's really not interesting, because this here, you're gonna probably be using something that is flat, sitting flat, or parallel to the tool. It didn't make any sense to put in here, but I love the fact that this guy comes in the middle. As you can see here, the Phillips is just centered. It's just perfect. I love this centers, these center Phillips. They're the best, one of the best for sure. Next, we're gonna have the pliers. These pliers are quite interesting. I love them, and I can talk about them in another video. But these pliers are kind of interesting because they will open and close for bigger diameters, and also it's going to come with wire cutters. I love these pliers, really good. They're not as precise as Victorinoxes, but they're somewhat really good. We're gonna have here also our file. Let me bring this one up. The file over here. I like the fact that the file in here is actually pointing outwards on the tool, as you can see, whereas the Victorinox, the version, they are actually pointing to the inner side of the tool, scratching the surface of the blade, depending on the situation. So I don't like this design. They should have put it outside, but anyways. This design is a lot clever. I love this one. Finally, we're gonna have the blade, and because it has an S in the beginning, it's actually has a locking mechanism over here, as you can see. We're gonna have the big belly blade, but this locking mechanism is really good, because when you do it, it kind of it stays in here, and then you can remove your finger, and then you can close it. And again, one of my favorite knives. I can make a full video about it. This is just a quick review. And this locking over here, it can be a pain in the butt sometimes, sticking to your pockets. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes this will get stuck, but not a major deal. So yeah, S557. Next, we're gonna have here something I've already showed in the channel in my shorts, which is this blacked out version of Victorinox. This is a Spartan, and it came to me as an accessory of a watch, a Victorinox watch that I bought, and to me it's just like one beautiful piece. I had to buy it. I loved it. So I put these black tweezers in here, and also put black toothpicks in here. But the idea here is this is a Onyx version of a Spartan, and it's all blacked out, as you can see. So it's gonna come with the can opener, your bottle opener here with a half stop, as you can see. It's a Spartan, right? So it will come with a big blade, as you can see, all blacked out, and also the small blade in here. Corkscrew in the back. Even the rings in here, the key rings are black, so I like that little detail. And it will come with a lanyard like so. So beautiful piece, I love it. And of course, it's something you don't use. It's something for collecting for collection and admiring. I love this tool. It's so beautiful, so pretty. And because I didn't have any Spartan, I ended up having this one, which is on the wide scale. I haven't really used it because I'm not really fan of a Spartan, because I like I always like to have scissors with me. But I bought this one just for collection's sake, and I have here this Spartan right here, which is really, really beautiful white version. And I realized that the white versions of the scales they tend to show less scratch compared to the other black or red or whatever versions. So yeah, I like the black Celador scale, white Celador scales on these guys. Next, we're gonna have here a custom compact, which is titanium scales. This is the only thing I customized in it, and of course I added the paper clip over here, but that doesn't count. And the clip here, the pocket clip, I love this one, really useful. So it will sit hanging on your pocket. You can just pull the lanyard to bring it out of your pocket. But the compact, most of you might know, so it will come with a corkscrew in here with a small flathead screwdriver over here. I added a little paper clip, and because I lost the pinhole over here, I added a behind the hook. As you can see, it's not here. I should probably look out for it, but in here I used to have a pin. This is where I place the pin for this, and here we're gonna have, and this is the only Swiss Army knife in this category currently that has this nail file. This guy has too, the Traveler, but I'll talk about that later. But this has the nail file here in the back, so in case you need a nail file, we have here in the back of the hook. This should be coming standard for any Victorinox, but I'm not gonna go over that. Here we're gonna have the big blade. We're gonna have here the combo tool, as you can see. I love it. It's very useful. I use it from time to time. We're gonna have the scale tools, of course, toothpick and tweezers in this on this side, and we're also gonna have the scissors. And this has to be one of the most controversial versions of the Victorinox lineup, because this is actually a two-layer design with a very few implements, and has less tools than many others in here, but actually it's one of the more expensive versions. I believe this is the version that they try to make the most amount of money out of anybody, because it's really outrageously expensive for what comes with. But the fact that it's so slim, you know, a lot of people will prefer this two layers version, and will pay the price for it. So yeah, I guess this is the money making machine for them. Next, we're gonna have my first ever Victorinox I ever bought. This is the grandpa of this is the one that got me started in the Victorinox world. It would come actually on a nylon scales, which I have them separated over there. But yeah, nylon scales, and this is a climber, and the climber will come with the can opener, the bottle opener, as you can see, the scissors in here. I just put this one because it has the magnet. If I don't place it this way, the magnet will pop out. But it's gonna come with a blade, big blade, and my preferred blade, which is the small blade in here. So I added a scale plus scales in here, so it will come with a pen slot. It will come with the toothpick and tweezers. So yeah, the plus scales are just a plus. I love it. And also here we're gonna have the corkscrew. We're gonna have here the hook. We're gonna have the awl, and we're gonna have here, as you can see, I added a little needle instead of the pin. So yeah, one of my favorites is actually always sitting around the counters of my house. So this is the one that stays in the kitchen. And whenever I need to do something on the fly, this is the one that I reach out for. It's usually right on site, and I still use it to this very day because I don't hold back on using it at all. This one is actually a new addition. This is a super tinker, so it's actually the same idea as the climber, as you can see. The only difference in here is that it will come with a Phillips instead of the corkscrew. Well, I drink wine, so I much rather have corkscrew on my Victorinoxes, but I like to have this guy sitting around the house. Again, if I need to fix something or just tighten something up, this is very useful, and I've been more and more using it lately, and I like this guy. I like the Super Tinker. It came in as a collection item, but now it's becoming actually something that I use. Next, we're gonna have here a preferred version for a lot of people. This is a Huntsman. So the Huntsman will come with all the Spartan tools, as you can see. It will come with a can opener, bottle opener, and things like that. Oops, see, I should have not closed it, but it will come with the scissors. It's gonna come with the blade here. Oops, let me close this one up. Scissors, blade, big blade, small blade over here, and scale tools, of course. And also, what makes this a Huntsman is the fact that it will get a saw. For my life, for my, what I use Swiss Army knife for, I don't use saws. I haven't really used it in my lifetime. Every saw that I have are actually pristine. They haven't touched any wood so far. But I know that a lot of people love this because it's, it's kind of what makes everybody who buys a Swiss Army knife actually use it for, bushcraft and things like that. So for me, it's not something that I do, but the Huntsman, yeah. In the back, we're gonna have the same tools, corkscrew, the hook, and the awl, yeah. So yeah, Huntsman, preferred to a lot of people. But this is actually my preferred version on the 4 layers, or arguably, because I like this one too. But anyways, this is a Mountaineer. So what makes a Mountaineer is the fact that it will come with all the tools from the climber. So the small blade, big blade, scissors, as you can see, a can opener, a bottle opener, but it's also gonna come with something very interesting, which is the file. The file, it's meant to cut, metal. This one, it has a metal cutting edge over here, but I actually use it a lot for, removing rough edges out of things that I do on my job, and, copper tubing and things like that. Things that I really work with. And also it's my preferred file to file my nails. So I love the Mountaineer. It's a very compact 4 layers category over here. And because I love it so much, I customized it with the plus scales, and I really use this. So I put some red toothpick, pen, tweezers, and here in the back we're gonna have the needle as well. We're gonna have the titanium clip. We're gonna have here the scale tools in here. We're gonna have the hook, and we're also gonna have the punch, the awl over here. So yeah, Mountaineer, to me, it's one of the most underrated, really underrated tools for EDC carry. I don't know why people on a urban environment will prefer Huntsman over the Mountaineer, but it's just, people, I guess they just want to go with whatever everybody uses. So yeah, this one I bought, which is a Fisherman. It will come with Phillips, which is somewhat interesting for fishing, but anyways. But yeah, so here we're gonna have the Fisherman. This is a collecting item. It's gonna come with the same tools as the climber, Plus, what makes this a Fisherman is the fact that it will come with the fish scale over here. As you can see, it will also is gonna come with the measuring marks over here. And this one is also gonna come with the Phillips in the back. So Fisherman, I love because I have it because it's a collection item. I carried it probably 2 or 3 times for EDC, but actually I much rather have other tools compared to this one, but I love the fact that I really want to have this one. So next we're gonna have here the Explorer. So the Explorer is a favorite for a lot of people, and I understand why now. I didn't really like the fact that the Explorer would come with an extra layer with, you know, the Phillips and also the lenses, you know, magnifying lenses. But considering that today magnifying lenses to me are just useless. For older people, they probably gonna have a really big use, but not for me. But the inline Phillips is a killer. It's a killer feature to have in your Victorinox, because many times you try to use the can opener and it just doesn't work the same as a Phillips, a regular Phillips. So yeah, the inline Phillips is just a killer. One of these days I was fixing my cabinet, the hinges of my cabinet, and this is the tool that I went for, not the Swiss champ, but actually this one, because it's just so slimmer and a lot easier to work with. And this is a killer tool. I love it, and I think this is one of the best sacks you can possibly get. Yeah, basically it's a climber with Phillips and magnifying lenses over here. So yeah, a really nice EDC carry tool for a lot of people, I believe, in my opinion. I mean, because I use it for EDC, it also comes with a pen. I added plus scales in here, and they just look magnificent. And because it's white, it doesn't show off a lot of scratches. I love this one. Next, it's probably this is a new addition. This is another Tinker. This is a Deluxe Tinker. As you can see, what makes a Deluxe Tinker different than a Super Tinker, different than a regular Tinker, which I don't have, but actually it's the same as this one. It's the fact that this will come with all the tools from the climber, or all the tools for the Super Tinker, plus the pliers. So yeah, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 layers Swiss Army knife, and it's very, very complete in terms of tool set, because you're gonna have a lot of things packed into one. There is so this guy actually I bought a few days ago, and my idea here is to make a custom project to show you guys, which I'm actually gonna be turning this into a deluxe climber, and so stay tuned for that. What's gonna make this a deluxe climber? It's the fact that this will be swapped by a corkscrew. Yeah, so I'm gonna be swapping that and bringing the deluxe climber back. Love it. And yeah, so this guy has a purpose. This is actually my, let me see here, let me do the math. Second Swiss Army knife. The first was the climber, then I bought this one, Deluxe. This is also a Deluxe Tinker, which I customized with titanium scales, because this is the one that I use whenever I need to fix something. This is the one that I go, that I look for. I look when I'm trying to, cut wires or work with the wires and things like that. This is usually my go-to Swiss Army knife. Is also the one that I leave on the counters close to my climber, because whenever I need to work on something, this is the one that I'm looking for. These three actually, the Deluxe Tinker, the Explorer, and the Climber are always on the counters. So yeah, It's a partner, has been with me for quite some time, and I love this. That's the reason why I put titanium scales on them. It's just a killer. I love it. Next, it's one that I love for ADC. One of my, if not one of the best, certainly to be in the top 5 category on Swiss Army knives, is the Ranger. So what makes this a Ranger is the fact that it will come with I have a video here in the channel, but basically it's a mixture between Mountaineer and the Huntsman, because it will come with all the tools from the climber, plus the saw, plus the file. And in the back you also gonna get, which you don't get on these two, but you're also gonna get the chisel in here, which is a layer tool in here, the chisel. You're gonna have another flathead screwdriver, very small, and you're gonna get these 2 tools. So basically everything, all the layers in the back are filled with something useful. The chisel is a very, very useful tool. The other day I had to fix my door with the entrance of my house. This is the tool that I used. It's just a killer, yeah. And because it's a tank to me, like it's one Swiss Army knife that I really want to carry and on EDC, and I like to use it a lot. And I use it for work when I'm working at my job. I also put some titanium scales with measuring marks in here, so this, whenever I need to measure something like a tool or something that or you know, a hole or you know, a diameter of something, tube or something like that, I use this to measure it. I love this tool, and that's the reason why it got the titanium scales and with titanium clip. I really use it for EDC more often than not. Next in line, we're gonna have here another edition, which is the Traveler. So the Traveler is a Swiss Army knife that has been discontinued, and I love this tool. I just think it's a little bit on the fragile end because it has some electronics in here, and I really don't like to use it as much because of that, because I feel like I'm gonna break it. But the idea here is that you're gonna have here something to measure time, altimeter, barometer. You're gonna have here alarm. You're gonna have here some whatever that is, a lot of tools that I don't know, but it's also gonna come with temperature. Very useful to me. The temperature feature is the one that I like a lot because when I'm traveling or going somewhere, I like to know the temperature of my room temperature. So I want to know if my daughter is too cold or too hot or whatever. So this is the one that I use for that purpose. So yeah, I like this tool a lot. And this is actually one, it has a very interesting tool set, which I love, which I much rather have compared to the Explorer. So this is basically an Explorer with some details of a compact. So this is a Explorer in the sense where this is gonna come with the Phillips in here, as you can see. It's gonna come with the scissors, as you can see. They have scissors on both sides in here. But this guy will come with a flashlight. What? Yeah, flashlight. And this is very, very useful for ADC, as you might know. So I bought this one just because it had a flashlight, and rather than the useless lenses, to me at least, right? So yeah, so to me this is a killer one. And what I said about this the compact is the fact that this hook over here, it will come with a file, so you also get a file in here. So I love this tool. I just wish that the scales were more resistant. I am thinking about swapping the scales so I can really use the tool, because I don't like something just to sit, just to watch and not use, like this one, for example. But of course, this has another appeal to it. But this one is actually very, very useful if you think about it, having a flashlight with you. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Next, we're gonna have here another favorite, which is the Handyman. And the Handyman, it's basically a Ranger, as you can see, with pliers. So this is gonna come with the same tool set as the Ranger, plus the pliers in here. So yeah, the Ranger is a hell of a tool. I love it. I use it a lot too for ADC carry. And whenever I need to fix something, it's always there, and I know I can get around and get most of the things done. So when I use it, so it's gonna come with the file, the saw, and the you know, scissors and the blades and things like that, and plus the pliers. Next, we're gonna have the king of them all out of these traditional Victorinoxes, which is the Swiss champ. I also have here a quick review on the channel about it. And what makes a Swiss champ is that this is basically a handyman with extra features. So it's a handyman with a explorer layer here, which is the Phillips and the lenses, and also is gonna come with a fish scale here on this side, and yeah, fish scale and lenses and the Phillips compared to the handyman. Also is gonna come with a full packed plus scales in here, as you can see, and it's gonna come with the chisel, everything, which the handyman also comes with. But forgot to mention, it's a Ranger, right, with pliers. But anyways, yeah, the Swiss champ, it's a tank too. I have a beef with the Swiss champ because I hate the fact that this guy comes in here, comparing to, for example, this one. The Phillips should be in line. This is not really handy when you're trying to fix something. This gets in the way because it's off center. One of the projects that I'm going to be working on is to try to swap this to the very layer of the scissors, which actually sit in the very middle. So yeah, this is, let me know if that's something you guys want to check. So yeah, I'm trying to do this in here. Yeah, so this is my beef with the Swiss champ, and that's probably the reason why I don't like to use it a lot. I much rather have this one in my pocket than the Swiss champ because of that. But maybe if I swap this in the future, who knows? Let me know what you guys think about that. Next, we're gonna have, this is probably the most sentimental piece that I have, because this one means a lot to me. This is a cyber tool, and there's nothing a lot special about the cyber tool. This is actually the cyber tool M version, or 32 functions or something like that they call it, because then the newer one comes with a transparent red scale. But this one is actually very meaningful to me because it's the version that I bought when I went to visit the factory, the Victorinox factory, back this year, back in May. And this is the piece that I bought in the factory, and I bought it for a really good deal actually. And this is a very sentimental value to me. So I love this one. It's just like the opening layer. We're gonna have here the cyber tool itself. Again, too bad it's not in line. They should have swapped this with the pliers, so this should be in here and the pliers should be here. But anyways, I'm not gonna argue about that. And scissors, pliers, there's all of your basic stuff. So the cyber tool, what makes a cyber tool interesting is the fact that it's gonna have this, and then you're gonna have other tools in here. Very, very interesting tool set, and a very interesting design actually. I like this one a lot, and again, I think the size is just perfect for my carry, for ADC carry, and has so many tools packed into it. And the fact that it will come with this this versatile tool here, it's just a killer to me. It's just one of the best tools one person can possibly get. On the same trip, I bought, which has to be one of my favorite Victorinoxes as well. This has the most amount of sentimental value, and I like this one a lot. But this one is very, very useful because this is basically, this is a Cyber Tool L, large. It's basically a Swiss champ version of a Cyber Tool. It will come with, you know, the knife layer. It's gonna come with the file and the saw. It doesn't come with the fish scale, but it will come with the scissors, pliers, the Cyber Tool in here, the hexagonal tool for the bits, and it will come with the opening layer as well in here. And the reason I customized this tool because it would come with the red scales, red transparent scales, and because this is my work tank or my workhorse, as I say, I use this a lot. I don't hold back on using this one. So I decided on a very short amount of time, I messed up the scales, and I decided to put titanium scales on this one because this is just a tank, and it's meant to be a tank. It's the one that I usually put, either this one or this tool in here is the one that I put in my belt, and then when it's not in my belt, it's actually in my pouch inside my backpack. Always carry this one. So yeah, I love this one, and to me this is a killer tool. And I want to say that out of every other tools that I have in here, this one comes first. This is the last one that I would probably give away, but this one would come second. I love these tools. I love them. I just think they are the perfect tech for me, for my needs at least. Next, we're gonna move into the 93 millimeters version. And the 93 millimeters here, I don't have a lot. This is the Alox version. This is a Pioneer X, I believe it is. So it will come with a can opener. It's gonna come with a bottle opening here. As you can see, the 93 millimeter has somewhat of a snappier. As you can you feel it? It's more snappy. I love that about the 93 millimeters. I just love them. But this one, the Pioneer, will come with scissors, and this is what I hate about it. You see that? Let me show you this. So the Alox version, for some reason I can't understand, they put the opening for the scissors on the index finger, like here, like so. Whereas any other tool, like any other Victorinoxes on the 91 millimeters, this will come on the thumb, like so. See the difference? So this one is on this side, the nick is on this side, and this one, the nick is on this side. Why? You don't have enough space in here. As you can see, you don't have enough space in here to put your fingers on, your nail in. But here you have plenty, but it's not here. I don't understand. At this point, I'm just accepting it. But anyways, it's gonna come with the opening layer, as I said, see, again, I did it. The knife, the scissors, the big blade, 93 millimeter, and thicker blade as well, and also the punch. When I mean thicker, I really mean thicker, because this one, it's noticeably different. It's noticeable. This is a tank. This is really, really good. This is good, but not as good as this. I love this one. To me, is the strongest points of this version is the fact that it comes with a very thick, bigger belly blade, and it also comes with an inline punch tool, and this is a killer. This is really, really good because it's safer to use when you're trying to make a hole or something, or trying to start a hole for you to put up a screw in or something like that. This is very, very interesting. Also, you can use it as a package opener as well. Really useful package opener, very precise, and also it has some sort of protection here. It's perfectly designed. I love this one. To be quite honest, I much rather have this punch tool compared to this one, because I forgot how many times I was trying to make a punch and this is slided and cut my finger. Actually, I still have a bruise over here from the other day. I was trying to fix my kitchen cabinet and this happened to me. So yeah, this punch tool, it's not the best design, this one. It's just perfect. And this is the Pioneer X and this is the Farmer X. So the Farmer X is pretty much the same stuff as the Pioneer, as you can see. Has the same layers in here. It's gonna come with the scissors somewhere. Scissors in here, as you can see. And what makes this a Farmer X is the fact that this will come with a saw. So again, saw. For me, it's something that I really don't use, but I know that a lot of people will use it, and I think this is a very robust tool for people who are really into farming. So the naming and everything about it makes sense. I love it. It's also going to come with a punch and a big thicker blade. I love it. It's almost kind of the belly shape of this guy, I guess. Yeah, reminds me of that. Yeah, interesting. Alox version, 93 millimeters. Then we're gonna have here's a tool that I bought this one probably 10 years ago or so. It's just a pruning tool, I guess it is. And it's the interesting thing about this one is that this side here, the blade is flat, totally flat, and here this is where you have your sharpening. So it's one-sided only for sharpening. So yeah. And this is kind of just a small knife, I guess, and I use it a lot for scraping or when I need to cut something very precisely. This is usually what I use it for. Let me know if you guys have any other use for this, but yeah, it's I used it quite a few times. Next, we're gonna move to the realm of the 111 millimeters, and here we have I believe this is called Alpinier, I guess. Let me see here. Yeah, that's the Alpinier. I just had to look at it. So this is the Alpinier. What makes an Alpinier? Here's the fact: this is a one-layer, 111 millimeter, one-hand opening. So the idea here is that you're gonna open it with one hand. It has some serrations in here, as you can see. And also is gonna come with a liner lock for closing. All the 111 millimeter knives will come with this. What's interesting about this is that when you're using your right hand, you can't really close this very easily. With your left hand, you can just press in here and bring, the lock in here, and you can use it. But for the right hand, it's somewhat confusing. I developed a new way of trying to close it, where I hold this in here, I will shift this, I will try to bring this to the right, and I will use my index finger to hold it in here, as you can see. And I can close it. But I believe it's a lot safer if you just use your hand like this and just press to the side and just break the knife a little bit like so, and then you finish closing it. And this will come with a blade, no scale tools in here, and it will come with the corkscrew in the back. I'm a huge fan of corkscrew. They add a more functionality than just a Phillips, so I love this tool. And I think this is a very slim profile, compact blade to carry. So this is, to me, is just a pocket knife. Traditional pocket knife, and I love this one. I like this guy, and the color is just beautiful. Yeah, and a recent addition. This, I believe, has to be the Nomad, which is actually today they call it picnicker, but this is in the box came as a Nomad. It's a blacked out version of a picnicker. The picnicker, in the first version of the picnicker, the picnicker would come, so this is the blade, it would come with the bottle opener over here, but the bottle opener wouldn't be as thick as this one, the traditional bottle opener we see today in the 110 millimeters. It would come with a bottle opener similar to this. You can look it up. The first version, really like the really first versions of it. So this one here, as you can see, it's basically, let me close this one in here. Let me close this. Let me move in here. So this Nomad comes with a big blade again, really thick blade in here. It will come with a liner lock. It will come with the bottle opener, as you can see, wire stripper, flathead in here. Really good prying tool. I love this one. And it also comes with the can opener. As you can see on this side, it's a 2-layer version, as you can see. And also in the back, it will come with a corkscrew. The reason why I chose it. And also it will come with the awl. And interesting enough, it's the awl here is different than this one because it won't have a punch. That won't have a hole in here. This one doesn't have all the 110 millimeters. Just the early versions of the 110 millimeters would come with a hole in here for sewing. This one doesn't. I don't know why, but they decided to remove it. And yeah, this one doesn't have an awl, I guess. No, it doesn't. It's just one layer, and it's the corkscrew. So this is the Soldier version, and it's actually the same implements as this one, plus the saw. So, and in the back here, instead of a corkscrew, it's gonna come with a Phillips. So this is actually standard for Swiss soldiers today. They were developed and implemented in 2008, I believe, and yeah, so this one, it's gonna come with serrations on the blade and on half of the blade, actually, not throughout, but half of it, and the lower part will be flat. One hand opening and lean liner lock again. Same thing, it's gonna come with a prying tool in here. No scale tools at all. And it's gonna come here with a can opener as well. And here we're gonna have the saw. So this is a 1, 2, 3 layer. It's a 3-layer design for 111 millimeter Swiss Army knives. Interesting tool. I like it, and I tend to use this one more than this one, but actually I got this one first. So yeah, this is for collection. And next we're gonna have, I believe this is called the Hunter. And I like this one. I really like this one. It's also a 3 layers, but actually more useful than the Soldier for my needs, because this is gonna come with a big blade as well, as you can see. It's gonna come with your prying, not prying tool, but actually it's gonna come with a serrated tool in here, somewhat concave in here, like so. And what I like about it is that this is really good for cutting bread, like for, you know, cutting bread open to make a sandwich when you're traveling. I believe this is more useful. So I like the serrations in here too. And here on the other side, which is quite interesting if you think about it, they, instead of making a big prying tool in here because they didn't have enough space, they put a combo tool in here. Really interesting because, yeah, nice choice. And I think this should be standard. And this is one of the reasons why I like this one, because it comes with the combo tool in here. And instead of the regular, the regular version like this one. So yeah, this makes this 111 very unique just because of that. And finally, it's gonna come with a saw, which again, useless to me, but I know a lot of people, for the purpose of this Swiss Army knife, probably people are gonna use it. Next, we're gonna have my greatest companion of all times. This has been with me for, this is probably the 4th, I believe. I believe the Climber came first, the Tinker came second, this guy came third, and this came 4th. That might be the sequence, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's the 5th, or this one on that scale, 5th or so. But this one came first. And this is the Outrider. So the Outrider here has a big blade. It's gonna have the prying tool in here, as you can see. It's gonna come with the can opener, like so. It's gonna come with the scissors, Victorinox scissors, one of the best in class. Behind the scissors, it will come with a very, very useful Phillips. I use it a lot to open my daughter's toys. They have really tiny holes, and this is just perfect for that matter. So yeah, Outrider. And finally, it's gonna come with the saw, which I never really used. I much rather have the file in here, but again, saw. And this has been with me. As you can see, it's been used and beaten, and I didn't hold back on this particular knife at all, and I love it. It's gonna come with a punch. It's gonna come with a corkscrew in here, and yeah, and this is a tank. I love it, and I used it, and I really just recently renewed it because I cleaned it and did a lot of things to really resharpen everything, because it was really beaten to the most. Has been with me for quite some time, has been traveled to me around the world for my job, and this is the one that I would carry. Today, it's hard to carry this one because of so many laws against carrying pocket knives like so big, but this one I always carry with me. This is a recent addition. This is actually a Work Champ, 110 millimeters. So the Work Champ is actually an Outrider with many other tools. So it will come with the inline prying tool, can opener, bottle opener in here. It's gonna come with a blade, as you can see, liner lock. It's gonna come with the pliers, Victorinox pliers. It's gonna come with a thicker, bigger version, but somewhat shorter than the Swiss Champ. In here, the Phillips. But yeah, here, let me put this back in here. And next we're gonna have the scissors, also with the same tools as the Outrider, the inline Phillips, as you can see. But this one, it's very interesting because they made it in the center. It's in the very center, so very useful. In here, oops, this one has a oopsie daisy. Well, I'm gonna have to get back to that later because I have magnets in here. They are stuck. I can't really close this because of the magnet. And we're gonna have here also, let me put this back in here real quick. Since the video is already too big, so if you're staying here, it's because you really want to watch it. Anyways, Jesus, it just won't hold. Let me hang on. Okay, in here, and then we're gonna do like this. Finally, oh my gosh. So I put titanium scales to customize it, as you can see. And here we're gonna have the saw, and here we're gonna have the file. Beautiful file, I love it. Big file, and for cutting metals as well. And I believe this would be a great addition to make a custom Outrider with this one. Let me know if you guys would like to see that in the future. Here, titanium. Again, it's just a tank. It's just a tank. Corkscrew, flathead, screwdriver, punching tool. I can make a full video about this one, but I love this. Very heavy, and but it's a beast. Aside from this one, is actually, if this one is not in the backpack, this one is gonna be. This one is actually in the backpack. When next, I'm still gonna stay with Swiss Army knives, and this is gonna be the one that I will do the last one. This is actually a forgot the name of it, 79 or something. This is a kind of the 110 millimeter range. Is actually Ranger, yeah, right. Victorinox Ranger realm of Swiss Army knives. This is actually the Delemont version alongside with these ones. It would bought out by the Wenger and all that story we spoke about before. What I like about it is the fact that the inline lock is in here, as you can see, and you can just close it. So with your own hand in here, you don't need to just go ahead and close it. I like this one. And the reason why I bought this one is because out of the 110 millimeters, I believe this is the 79 version. I can't really recall these names here for these guys. I'm really lost. Or 71 or something like that. I bought it because this one will come with scissors. These models have been discontinued, so I wanted to get my hands on one because again I love scissors, and I wanted to get this version which had scissors. I paid a very huge amount for this particular piece, but I believe it's worth it because of the heritage and the fact that this one is the only version that will come with scissors. Lastly, in here we're gonna have the saw, bigger saw compared to the 111, and I like it. And here we're gonna have the blade, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is actually the gardening tool, I believe they call it, and it's gonna come with a corkscrew in the back. But that's pretty much it. It's a tank. It's huge, and it's heavy too. Not as heavy as this one though. Next. This is a walnut wood 71 or 79. Again, I mixed the names in here, but this is actually another Ranger with a walnut scales. And this was a gift from a friend actually. When I met him, I met him in college, and he lives in Switzerland, has a business over there, and he customized these versions for their special customers. And after so many years after college, we got together, and he gave me this beautiful piece. It's one of the best gifts I've ever received from someone. This is basically has the big knife, as you can see, Kultur in Holz. It's from his business Kunstli Davos. He's out of Davos, Switzerland. So big blade in here. We're gonna have the saw, as you can see, and we're gonna have the opening layer, which is actually the bottle opener in here, and the can opener on the other side. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And in here in the back, we're gonna have the corkscrew, and I added a little magnet here for functionality, and pocket clip. I use it from time to time, but I'm so afraid of scratching it, and that today I just stay with it, and I appreciate it. And whenever I need to use it, I just use it back home when I know I'm not gonna mess around. And finally, out of the all Victorinoxes, we have this beautiful piece that I bought recently just because it's so marvelous, so beautiful, alongside with this one. And this is the same version as this guy, but on the blacked out version, Onyx Ranger version. So big blade, as you can see, 130 millimeter range in here. Yeah, but it's all blacked out compared to this one. It's a beast. It's beautiful. In here, we're gonna have the saw, as you can see. We're gonna have the same set of tools actually. The bottle opener, can opener, as you can see. But this one, it will come with scale tools. So this one is scale tools. So I have this one, toothpick and tweezers, as you can see. I customized it. It's not like that. I really customized it. No, I didn't. I just realized I didn't. It came this way. And also black keyring as much as this one. I love it. It's beautiful piece. It's beautiful to admire. It's beautiful to hold. But I'm never ever gonna be using this to do any sort of job or work whatsoever. So yeah, Swiss Army knives is pretty much everything that I have. Lastly, we have here the multi-tool, my recent addition, which is a plier-based multi-tool. So this is a Victorinox Spirit, Swiss tool Spirit X, they call it. And this one, it's the version that it doesn't have the one hand opening, so you really gotta pick the tools in here. So basically it's a plier, as you can see. It serves as a plier for its main purpose is like that. It's very compact and light. It's smaller than the other tool that I don't have yet, which is the Swiss tool itself. But this Spirit version is kind of a smaller, and I like the form factor of it. It's just light and very slim profile. It's gonna come with scissors, somewhat different, very similar to the scissors on the Wenger. The mechanism over here is very similar, more durable, but as you can see, it won't open as wide. So yeah, there's that's a downside. So yeah, Spirit in here, and all of them come with a locking mechanism. So you need to push it back, and so you can do this. And then we're gonna have in here this is, I believe, is a flat head also. Yeah, it's a small flat head in here. And we're gonna have a Phillips in here, inline Phillips. We're gonna have here, I believe this is the can opener with a flat head on top. And this is the file, I believe. Yes, that's a file. I used it these days because I made a copy of a key and it wasn't working. So this one, instead of going all the way back where I did it, I just finished off the job with this. Really useful, I loved it, and yeah, very useful. On the other side, we're gonna have, it's pretty new to me actually, I haven't really used it a lot. So the saw, as you can see, it's gonna come with the punch tool, the reamer, right? It has a small hook in here. I'm still trying to figure out what use this is for. Next, we're gonna have a really thick and heavy prying tool, as you can see, with a flathead screwdriver, wire stripper, and yeah, very interesting prying tool in here. And next, we're gonna have yet another thicker tool with a chisel in here. So this is really good for opening packages and things like that. And this is somewhat of an attempt to make an electrician blade, which the Alox version has, and some other, I believe the XLT has as well. Again, yeah, very interesting, the chisel in here. And finally, we're gonna have our blade. I believe it is, yeah, it is. It's a very thin blade, a very small blade actually, very thin, not so thick. Maybe, let me see here, let me compare to the Alox version. Yeah, thinner than the Alox version for sure. Maybe it's probably the regular version. Let me see here. Yeah, this is the difference. Yeah, as thick, maybe a little bit thicker than this, a smaller, but not as thick as the Alox. Yeah, this is thinner for sure. But yeah, multi-tool, and then it's again plier on top. And this is usually on my belt, and I carry it everywhere I go to. So I use it on winter because I use it with a holster that comes with, but because in here in Brazil people don't really use holsters as they do in the US. I tend to use this whenever it's winter, because I can put a jacket or a sweater or something over the top of it, so this will be hidden and people won't get scared about this. Yeah, guys, that's it. This is the longest video I thought I would ever make, and I hope you guys liked my collection. And hope you enjoyed so far. And if you watched so far, thank you very much for your support. And I know that this was a long one, but I was actually trying to record this so I can remember and really look back in the past and see, okay, so this is how far we went with the collection. All right, thank you very much, and hope you guys have a good one, and see you in the next one. Thank you.